Hello and welcome to the forest. This is a tarot reading for the sign of Virgo. For love, work, or life in general, I'll be asking our guides about your current path and where you want to be. I'll also be asking that force what they can see along the way and ahead to illuminate your journey. And at the end, I'll draw a card focusing on the element that comes out to help you stay balanced. And these are the cards I felt wanted to be used by Virgo today. I have the Crow Tarot and the Good Tarot. And I also felt like some elemental forces in the form of some unicorns wanted to come out and say hello to Virgo. Felt like all these cards had a lot of depthy wisdom to them. Ooh, unicorns for Virgo. We have time and vulnerability. Oh, the vulnerability one has this little, it looks like a baby, like a little sprout. Like very long, gangly legs, a lot of vines, and this cute little face, and this little bumblebee is coming up to look at the flower on its head. And he seems pretty happy and pretty curious, and I guess you would have to be vulnerable, right, to let that bee get close to you, but he needs to because, this is what you do, this is what he does. You know, um, And then here we have time, and it's this um, horse, this unicorn that is part machine and part plant. You can see the legs here are made out of wood, and the rest of it looks like it was created, and maybe that's its creator sitting right there. And they're both just hanging out, maybe even communicating or waiting for something. Maybe it's a time to be vulnerable for you. I really like those. Like those colors in that one, those greens. All right. Oh, now what animals, spirits wanted to come out for Virgo this week? And these all have been shuffled and saged. All right. Whoops. All right. We have dog, friend, awe, and moose wisdom for Virgo. The dog card is about loving without condition. These energies are all about being happy and a protector, being a good friend. It's about having energy and being enthusiastic and also being inspirational. You see behind these little dogs here, there's actually a wolf back there. That's where it starts from, that's where its roots are. And then we also have a card here with the moose of wisdom. And you see this beautiful, majestic creature crowned with these beautiful cream antlers, and he just looks so natural in his surroundings, and it's this beautiful landscape of snow and mountains and this big moon behind them. It says, let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. Oh, that is so neat. This card's about listening to your ancestors and letting them speak through you. This is about trusting in that divine. You could even see this as like your crown chakra opening up and listening, to your guides, to the spirits that came before you, whether that be loved ones or angels. And yet, also keeping grounded and in the moment, being that wise person. I really like that too with the dog, the friend. So it could be that right now you're someone that people go to for wisdom when they need someone. When they need a little bit of positive energy, when they need a hug, you know. Aw, that's really nice. So we have vulnerability, time, friend, and wisdom. All right, so let's see. I think I'm going to do this for most of it and then get some cards over here for where you want to be. So first of all, where is Virgo right now? Where is Virgo right now? Ask our guide to be with us on this journey. Where is Virgo? Oh, perfect. Thank you. We have Knight of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Star. Wow, I really like this. This is you embracing healing, embracing listening to that inner wisdom that the universe is sending your way. You're like, yes, I'm gonna do this thing. You might honestly be doing it to the exclusion of everything else a little bit, but I I'm not gonna really say that's a bad thing. I mean, honestly, even with that card of vulnerability and time and wisdom and friend, like I feel like you need this. Like this is gonna be really good for you. Anyway, we'll keep going. I just like that so much. Aw, Virgo. All right, so I'll give this one a quick shuffle, find out where you are. Not really paying attention here. Where Virgo is on their path. I like that in both of these cards here, the priestess, the high priestess and the star in these. Like I really like how prominent these colors are and like the water like here and the cups. Like I really like how these are both like about listening to the divine and going within, you know? And it's about healing and trusting. All right, anyway, so for Virgo, what do we have for Virgo? Where does Virgo want to be on their path? Virgo, where does Virgo want to be? We have the Ace of Air. Wow. And the King of Air. Oh my gosh. Wow. Super logical, but also like seeing all these possibilities in front of you and having all these ideas, and it can be a little bit tricky, like maybe not knowing quite which way to go, which way to fly here. But I feel like that's where the King of Air is coming in, and you're like, I'm gonna do this thing, I'm gonna be very focused about it. That is really neat. That is quite the balance there, Virgo. I'm gonna ask if there's anything else that wants to come up, but I like that. I mean, it might be a little bit of a hard energy, but I almost like the softness, though, of the wings of the horse. You see, like, I don't know, like, there's a lot of, I feel like, good things going on here to balance out the, the air. Let's see what else came out here. The Ten of Air. Oh my God. Wow. Did something go better than you thought it would, and now you're just like, whoosh, or at least you're hoping it'll be like that? All right, I'm gonna keep going. So how does Virgo get to this place of being in control of their thoughts and having possibilities? And also let's see what comes out here. Oh my gosh, the World right away. Put these over here for now. We also have the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Oh, wow. I was wondering where your feelings were kind of with all these air cards. I mean, not super good, but and it doesn't really tell me why totally, right? So we also have the Two of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Six of Wands. You have a lot of wands on your journey. I like that though. And I like the Two of Cups here. And I like how in this depiction, in the Six of Wands, I like how he's like encircled by this light here, especially with all these cards of, with like the High Priestess and the Star. I feel like this is you trusting in that intuition along your journey. And you have success in what you're doing. And it looks like there are other people or other energies around you that are helping you out or helping you through this and helping you achieve what you want here. I see a lot of really good energy. I see you starting over in a really good, balanced place, having a lot of drive, a lot of fire. I feel like you really want to heal what you had going on. I feel like maybe um, there's been something going on that's been weighing on you, that's had you up in your thoughts and not quite sure. But I feel like you're releasing that, especially with the World card being one of the very first cards out here. However, I do see you still conflicted along this journey. I'm not sure if maybe you've just been in such like a hard place maybe, where that's kind of like where your comfort zone is. Because I see you like having a lot of happiness on your journey here, a lot of success, but then, going back to these thoughts that, hey, maybe things aren't quite right, and wanting to end up at a place where you're very, very logical, and you're being very logical about letting things go, about moving on. And I think you're definitely going to need that energy of the High Priestess and the Star, because I do think that these thoughts are going to keep troubling you unless you really face them, unless you really learn to let them go. And I think you're going to have to look at your feelings a little bit more for that with what I'm seeing here. I feel like you're starting off on really good footing though. Like, this is amazing. Like, you're starting off in this beautiful, healing, divine space where you're very focused and you're driven and you're trusting in your intuition. Sometimes the Knight of Swords, he can be a little bit too harsh. He can be a little bit too focused. Sometimes to the detriment of those around him. Um, whether that be through not quite telling all the truth or stretching it, or, whether, because you see in this picture here, you can't even see the horse's eyes. The horse is trusting in him. They are moving together through this thing, and there are other birds kind of like looking on, like, what is this? What's going on? They're just flying through there, you know. Maybe you're trying to rush this healing process a little bit. Ooh, is that why you had time and vulnerability? Hmm. Are you maybe trying to be like, okay, feelings, let's hurry up. I got all this new stuff going on. We're gonna do this thing, and I'm just gonna do this, and this is gonna be my new path, and I don't care about that stuff anymore. I'm letting it go. Bam, done. Over it. You know? Like, I kind of feel like that's what's going on. And I feel like you have a really good reason to. Like, I see all these like amazing energies going on around you, whether that's in work or love, whether this is, maybe you found somebody that just suddenly like clicks with you and you're just like, wow, what the heck? And you're just this amazing power couple, and just starting off on this new adventure and you're like, yes, this is amazing and wonderful and awesome. And you two are coming together to create this wonderful, beautiful thing, like, but then at the end of the day, you're also ending up wanting to just be logical about it and wanting to release these thoughts and To me, that's not being 100% true to these feelings, these energies that are coming up. I feel like a lot of that is, and it could just be that, like you're gonna keep releasing along the way. I just want to make sure that you know that it's okay to take your time with this if you need to. You don't have to rush through it. Even if you feel like a power couple or this thing at work is just going so amazing, like it's okay to stop and take a breather and like feel things and not be super logical, but if that's where you feel like you need to be, there's probably a reason for it, you know, um, especially if maybe you have come from a place that was vulnerable or you need to, sometimes you do need to kind of, let those feelings go for a hot minute so you can concentrate on the world around you, on healing and doing the thing. And I do see along the way, I see so much happiness, so much joy. Like you have the Two of Cups here. Like that is so awesome. Look at all these lions. Look at that. You have the lion with the cups and in the wands. And not only the wands, but like the wand of like, yeah, we're doing this thing. I love it and it's amazing and awesome and I'm just starting and I'm learning. And then I mean it's like and then immediately like the king and queen of wands, like the king and the queen, like yes, like this is amazing. We're doing this thing. And like the queen of wands, she's very spontaneous. She's very like but driven and creative and passionate. Like, she's that dancer that comes into the room and twirls around and all your eyes are on her and she does her thing. Like she takes charge and becomes the focus and is just this creative, wonderful energy. And the King of Wands takes that, that same energy and he puts it into, how do I say this, into his kingdom. So like he might do the same thing, but instead he might, turn and address everybody first before he starts dancing, to make sure everybody's paying attention, to make sure, that his subjects know that he's there, kind of a thing. Um, I see so much enthusiasm and happiness over like being able to move on and heal and be balanced and loving and happy and victory, and I think that's so nice. And I don't know if maybe you're feeling like just a bit like overwhelmed. Maybe some of this is going a little too fast, like maybe you're just fell head over heels stuff in love here. But you have those like thoughts and you're just like, oh, I don't know about this really. And you're kind of like taking those thoughts. And I mean, honestly, I just don't like this. I don't want this here. This might just be you letting go of the past, though, too. It might be you letting go of these things that you're trying to move past with your healing, and this is on your journey. And I feel like you have a lot of support here, a lot of supportive energy, um, through work, creativity, friends or family, like, whatever helped you achieve this victory, being able to move on, this love, this new thing in your life. Um, or even if this is just feeling like home, feeling happiness, feeling divinely connected, and that passionate, wonderful spark. But anyway, I think this is really nice. I do want to be kind of nosy and ask where the universe wants you to be. Because I'm not saying I don't like where your energy is. I just think that's a lot of air. I mean, Virgos are so thoughtful. They think about everything, right? I mean, you are so knowledgeable and, oh, oh, geez. Oh, I got more than I wanted. But this is what they wanted you to have here. So we have the Five of Swords and the Four of Swords. Yeah. They want you to face these thoughts and put them to rest. This conflict that you have going on that you're trying to heal, make sure you heal it, okay? Like, don't just move on because it's logical. Don't just, do the motions. I know, and like, I'm glad, like, I want you to be logical and I want you to see the possibilities and release this. I really do. I really do. And I also want you to be so happy. And like I see this happiness on your journey, you know. And they just want to make sure too that whatever's going on here, whatever this, that you face this conflict and that you release it and you let it go, you know. And then if it's something, yeah, like that, just keep getting that, you know. Don't let it sneak up on you. Because I see you being victorious. I see love here. I see so much love here. It's just so amazing and healing, right? So give it time. Let yourself be vulnerable. And maybe too at the end of the day you're worried that if you let yourself feel this, you know, something might go wrong, you know, and you're not going to have that anymore. But that's not what's here. This is love. This is amazing. This is passion, you know. And I see victory here. You know, and I'm not seeing any pentacles, so I'm not seeing you investing in this. So if that's something you're worried about, think about that, you know. Am I invested in this, or is this just some fiery, passionate thing, right? Hmm. So yeah, I guess that's my two cents on that is noticing that while we have this beautiful, fiery new beginning and you're loving and victorious in what you do, make sure that it's something that you want to spend time on, you know, long term. And I mean, not that you have to, I guess not everything has to be long term, but you know, I see you a little bit up in your thoughts and trying to heal. So, especially for Virgo, you know, like have a whirlwind, but don't get too swept away, right? Anyway, I think I just love your energy. The High Priestess and the Star, oh my gosh, like you're gonna do this. Anyway, so what is a card for Virgo? An element for them to embrace this week. What is an element for Virgo to embrace? Oh, geez. The world. Oh, geez. Now you have that one twice. Embrace your victory. Embrace it. Embrace letting go of those thoughts. Embrace this healing process, this love that's come into your life. You have a whole new world in front of you. You've won. You've done it. You know? So if you need something to lean on this week, if you need an energy to embrace the world, embrace all your new possibilities. Anyway, love ya. Talk to you later.